So, top of the morning to you. This is Rose Price at Landmark Real Estate here in Champaign. I'm interviewing today Denny Hubert of Secondhand Rose. Wonderful person who's been in business for many, many years and just runs a dynamite business at Secondhand Rose. So stay tuned to see what she has to say. Hey there, this is Rose Price at Landmark Real Estate. Today I have the pleasure of interviewing Denny Hubert at Secondhand Rose. So say hello, Denny.
Hi, how are you?
So Denny, tell me a little bit about Secondhand Rose, how you acquired this building to begin with.
Well, I was in business at 505 North Goodwin in Champaign, and somebody kept bugging me to sell my building, and it was the Hampton Inn wanting to buy it.
I see.
So my building sold to the people that were buying for the Hampton Inn, and I had just a few days to remove myself from that location. So this building, I'd been watching it for a long time because I wanted it, but it was in very bad disrepair. And the man that owned it had been running a bordello here, and he got sent to prison for lots of reasons. That was one of them. And so I got teased a lot about people asking me, so what kind of business are you opening there? And I said, Secondhand Rose. Oh, so how many women will you have there? And I said, just the three of us that normally are here. And so they said, well, you might need more. And I said, well, I think the last business got closed down because somebody got rubbed the wrong way. And they called it the Tender Touch Massage Parlor.
Oh boy.
So the guy that owned the building told me that it was in great shape, and I knew better because I like to restore old properties. And I came over and said, do you mind if I bring the city inspector through so I know exactly what I have to look forward to as far as restoration and renovation of the building? So the man from the city came in and promptly condemned the building. So the price of the building just went down. And I made an offer, formed a corporation, made an offer, and he called me back thinking that I was somebody different than the corporation, and I ended up buying the building for a less cost because I got estimates on what it would cost to repair all the damages that the city had said. There were 36 pages of condemnation things that I had to do.
And you still wanted to buy it.
And I still wanted to buy it because it's conducive to what I do. And I like to restore old buildings, and my theme of Secondhand Rose has green carpets, and the canopies are green because our basic concept is recycling, just in a different way. So Urbana is real big on recycling, and so I moved my new recycle business here. But I'd been in business several years before that already.
So how many years have you owned Secondhand Rose?
Well, in the name of Secondhand Rose, since 1982.
Oh boy.
My ex-husband told me that he would not pay child support, and he would not pay alimony, and he would not pay anything that the judge told him to pay. And I said, that's your choice until the judge finds out that you've chosen that path. And so in the meantime, I started this business called Secondhand Rose so I could leave to go with my children to school things. I had 3 daughters. And so if I got sick, I didn't get fired from my job because I was the job. And when I first started, I was at 207 West Clark Street in Champaign, and its name was Secondhand Rose. That's where I was. And my ex-husband had said, no one will want a woman with 3 children because you're just secondhand. And I said, I may be secondhand, but I'm a rose. And my logo became a yellow rose. And I knew people would know by the yellow rose logo that it wasn't a male-owned business. So that's how I started. And then about the second year that I was open, the shop wasn't doing very well. And so I thought, well, I don't ever go to church for the most part, but I did a lot of that when I was a kid. And so I literally said a prayer and said, I love my business, and if I'm supposed to be doing this, I would like it if you'd at least give me a hint and maybe a hand up for a switch. I don't really ask for very much, but I'm asking you to maybe show me if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't mind working for other people, but if I'm supposed to do this, could you just give me a hint? So I got up the next morning, I made my kids lunches, I took them to school, I went to work, and I had the biggest day I think I'd had in a long time. It was huge, and I had enough to pay my monthly bills, my weekly bills, my quarterly bills, and my semi-annual bills.
Awesome.
And I lacked a quarter of having enough. But literally, they would have disconnected my power or my water or something the next day. So as I stopped to go out and go quickly pay my bills, I looked down in the snowdrift and there was a quarter laying on top of the snowdrift. And I thought, that works.
That's God's planning.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I've
very
always
good.
known that I was supposed to do this. And even though I'm secondhand, I'm a rose.
I'm a rose too.
I know you are a rose.
So you people, you have no idea what she has in this shop, and I will go through it here pretty soon. But do you have any idea the amount of inventory you have?
I don't. I mean, I know everything I have, which sounds weird, but I do know where I have everything and what I do own. It's just, my head's kind of like a computer when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Very good. So right now you're not really open, and I don't know if you are opening yet this year. You may not know either. But, so how do you plan to move all of this stuff?
Well, once before I moved it all to St. Joe, and it took me 14 days from closing it up, packing it up, moving it to St. Joe, unpacking it, and opening. So I've done it once before. I can do it again if I want to move. I'm contemplating other places in the USA where I might want to live, but I'm almost 70, and I'm thinking maybe this isn't the best time for me to start a new business, although I have nothing to lose.
Well, you're on the road with a lot of this anyway, right?
I am. I go on the road 6 months of the year, usually to Arizona and Texas, and I do shows out west. And it's a great place to go buy too. And I sell on eBay, and I sell on Facebook and Etsy. And just people know that I do this. And so if you're a collector, I keep your name in a book that I have, and I call you and tell you I've got a new chicken or a duck or whatever it is you collect. And I've done that forever.
I have a few collections myself: shot glasses, yardsticks, hot sauce.
It's amazing what people collect. I love
Oh, I
it.
know. I'm into harmonicas now.
Oh.
So that's my newfound thing. Got any harmonicas?
I do. I have them in the back of my truck. I do.
Oh boy. Well, very good. So, anyway, what would you like to, if somebody wanted to come and take a look at what you got, because you're not open yet for the public, how would they get a hold of you?
217-722-4073 is my cell number, but I'm also Denny Hubert on Facebook, and you can message me, and I always will return calls.
Okay. Well, Denny's been around for a long time. Anybody that's lived in Champaign, Urbana knows where this place is. And why don't you just go ahead and tell the people that might not know where we're located
We're
here.
at 901 East Main Street in Urbana.
In Urbana.
On the corner of Lynn and Main.
Not very far from the courthouse.
And in addition to this shop, I have huge warehouses. I've got a bus barn full, and I've got 2 smaller warehouses full. I own the house next door. It's full. The basement of it's full, and so is the big old garage and the shed next door.
And your business is for sale?
It is for sale.
Okay.
I'd like to sell it.
All right.
I'm at that age where I need to.
Well, very good. Well, Denny, I really appreciate your time today, and thank you so much for doing this interview. I like to show off all of our businesses in Champaign, Urbana, let people know who we are in this community and to sell our community. And you have a lot to sell and for people to appreciate with everything that you have here. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So this is a little bit of her shop right here. When I say a little bit, oh my gosh, it's a lot. And we don't have a lot of space to walk down, but look at all these wonderful items. It'd take you forever to go through here and to look at all of these things. But oh my. And I have bought several things in here myself over the years. You really are missing something without seeing this place. So this is the Secondhand Rose building here in Urbana. So there you have it. That was Denny Hubert at Secondhand Rose. If you're looking for any treasures, my heavens, she's got millions of them in her store. Her store is located on East Main Street in Urbana. So stop in and see Denny because she has a lot to offer, And you know, you could even trade with her probably, or bring in something of your own she might be interested in purchasing. So stop in and see Denny Hubert at Secondhand Rose. And until we meet again, have a powerful day.